right, as we get ready to start the year, what are going to be the top couple of stories you're going to be watching for, Jeff?
Well, one of the ones I'm going to be looking at to see kind of like how he gels and is the return of Noah Gragson and getting an opportunity to drive for Stewart-Haas Racing, see how that whole organization responds, and what can he do in that Stewart-Haas car, number 10.
Yeah, I think Stewart-Haas is on a lot of people's radar as far as can that organization as a whole bounce back.
Well, we're going to find out whether or not it was aerodynamics or what it is. I mean, truly, we saw the 4-car make a valiant effort, making it in the playoffs, but it just seemed like they always lacked just a little bit. Can that little bit be found in 2024?
JR, what are you going to be watching?
Well, first of all, I think there's going to be a couple things that I'm going to go ahead and make predictions on. First of all, Kyle Busch is going to win the Daytona 500 this year. Whether it's 500, 501, 503, Kyle Busch is going to win that thing. I think
Bet
there
you
will
20.
be. Yeah, I think there. You want to go 20 on it, Jeff?
I go 20 on it.
Hey, but Jeff, remember, I'm too cheap. I don't bet anything more than $1. This is my absolute.
We could do play money, but I still bet you 20.
Let's do $1. Okay. I'm going to give. Okay, how about this, Brett? I give Jeff Hammond the field for $1, and I get Kyle Busch.
I like that. I
know. I really like your odds on that, but that's how. But guys, in terms of stories, I'm with Jeff. I really want to see how Noah Gragson fits in here. I think that would be a wonderful comeback story. I also want to see how Alex Bowman and Chase Elliott bounce back from seasons that were just not up to par for them, although they had the flashes of brilliance along the way. I think that man, Alex Bowman is a great driver. I love that group. I think they're gonna. I think they're going to start back up where they left off before Alex got hurt, and I look for them to resurge as well as the number 9 team that had a disappointing season last year. But that's one of the things I'm looking for the most, and also I really want to see how Josh Berry does because, again, put that in the whole Stewart-Haas camp about what they're going to do, because I don't think Gene Haas and I don't think Tony Stewart are going to sit around and rest on their laurels of what they're doing. They've hemorrhaged some sponsorship, and they haven't been running where they want to run. And these are people that are used to winning. They have to win. I was going to say they want to win. Everybody wants to win. They have to win, and that's what I think is going to be a really big story this year after Kyle Busch goes out and wins the Daytona 500.
I'm going to tell you something right now.
This is the man that picked Trevor Bayne. Remember that.
I know that. And I hope he picks Kyle. I mean, I really do. I will be pulling for that man for me to lose to him. I think that's a good thing. I mean, that can't be bad. But I wanted to add all of something else I want to see is the fact that what is Legacy Motorsports going to do? Okay, motor company, whatever,
Motor Club.
Motor Club, there it is. I'm not used to calling it a club. But Jimmie Johnson and that whole organization, they're betting the farm on switching manufacturers and getting more what they felt like they weren't getting from General Motors, which is information. Can they be better than what they were in 2023? And I thought they were pretty good in 2022 because they won at Darlington with Erik Jones. Can they turn this thing around and get back on a winning way? Can they be competitive? Can they do all the things that they're looking to get accomplished with Toyota as their flagship car?
Who has a better year, Legacy Motor Club or Stewart-Haas?
Stewart-Haas.
And
it's Legacy's not far behind.
Oh, okay. All right.
They're not far behind.
I'm looking right now. Jimmie Johnson is betting the farm. I think that they've got to have a substantial improvement. And there again, they brought John Hunter Nemechek away from Joe Gibbs's Xfinity team and put a lot of effort into getting him in this Cup Series for the second time. Can he turn it around? I'm pulling for Legacy Motor Club to make a difference this year. And I think it may wind up being the combination of these two teammates, Erik Jones and John Hunter Nemechek, could wind up giving some resolution and some basically redemption as far as swapping manufacturers to Jimmie Johnson.
And I'm glad you said that, Jeff. I'm glad you said Erik Jones. This is a race car driver I've always been really, really fond of.
Right.
Some things didn't, gel exactly right. This is a winning race car driver, and given the right situation, there's a long and very prosperous career in front of this still young man.
Well, and the thing is, you talk about John Hunter Nemechek. It's going to be interesting to see what he does this year because, You know what? He didn't have real success in the Cup his first time around, but he didn't just take a mediocre ride to stay in Cup. He dropped back to a place that he could win, built his confidence back up, built his resume up, and now he's back in Cup with another opportunity.
But I really believe this has got to be his best opportunity and his, not I'll say only opportunity, but I think he is finally getting a shot in the arm, because now he's staying within the arms of Toyota, because that's who he drove for last year with the coach. And now he's segueing his way into another Cup venture, but I feel like it's a much better venture than what he had before. So I'm looking to see, will we see some power? Will we see some consistency? Can we find these guys each and every week being up there inside the top 10? Because we all know if you run inside the top 10 long enough, you might find your way to victory lane.